Hey money magnets, in this video we're going to show you how AI is changing the credit repair game. But no worries, because we're going to show you how you can still get to the bag.
You know, there was once a day where you had to hire a credit repair company because credit repair was so confusing. But because of AI, now we can show you how to repair your credit in just a few minutes. All right, let's go over to the computer, guys. All right, so now when you log into the software, you're going to come up to your dashboard. What I love about the dashboard is summarizes your credit score on all three bureaus, TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. And also it summarizes all your negative items like within 1 minute. I've never seen anything like this. It would take us 20 or 30 minutes to go to a credit report and we still might miss something.
Okay, Marvin. So the wonderful thing is the AI and the credit repair software is one.
Yeah, that's the great part about it. So let us show you how to create a dispute letter in like less than 2 minutes, guys. So first, you go create a dispute letter and you just click the button. Now this is TransUnion. You select the negative items that you want to dispute. Remember, there's no limit to the amount of items that you can dispute, whether they're public records, inquiries, or regular accounts. So now that you've selected the items, you just click right here. It takes you to add a dispute reason.
Okay.
What I love about this software, this is where the AI kicks in. It tells you a suggested reason that has worked thousands of times before. Now, of course, read it to make sure you're okay with it. And also, you can pick other reasons if you might have a different situation. I would suggest going with the suggested reason.
And also keep in mind that this AI tool, it writes a unique letter every single time.
Right.
So when you choose that reason, you don't have to guess what you want to say. AI is going to come up with the perfect words for you.
Exactly. So you click save. Now you go to the next item. You know, make sure your reason is there and you agree with it. Then hit save. Now you go to the last one. And now I've done this for all three items. I click finish, and guess what, guys? It's automatically sent to your email. And all you got to do is follow the instructions on the cover letter and mail the actual dispute letters. And it's that easy. But I'm going to show you guys how to do 2 more letters. So let's create the Experian letter. All right, we're going to select the negative items. Notice it was more items on Experian than TransUnion, but the software summarized it in like less than a minute.
And keep in mind that it doesn't mean that all 3 of your credit bureaus are going to be the same.
Right.
So you may have more items like on this credit report
Correct.
than you do on another.
So I selected all the items for Experian. I click the button here. Okay. Now I'm going to add the dispute reason for each one. Remember, it has a suggested reason that's worked thousands of times. So I'm going to go through each reason and save these. And then guess what, guys? Once I click finish, the letter is created for you. And that's the beauty of the AI.
And one thing about this AI tool is it writes a unique letter for every single dispute.
Correct.
So you don't have to figure out what should I put in a letter. You know, a lot of times when we were writing letters, we would have to sit down and think about what do I actually want to say to get this removed. But you don't have to do that because AI has done it all for you.
And it's all based off the FCRA laws. So you don't have to think about it. This is FCRA compliant. So I click the finish button. Guess what? Experian letter is done. So let's do the last Equifax letter. All right, I'm going to choose my negative items once again. And then once I choose these, it's going to automatically give you the suggested reason, guys. This makes life so easy and so less confusing because I know credit repair can be intimidating. You know, trying to memorize the FCRA or the FDCPA. You don't have to worry about that. The AI does all the work for you.
Oh my goodness, Marvin. So you're on the last bureau that fast?
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
You know, and then one thing I got to say to everybody is make sure that you are consistent and persistent. The thing that credit repair companies have over individuals, they're going to do this every month because they're getting paid to do it. And I know sometimes you guys, you don't want to look at your credit report because it reminds you of a bad time in life. But I'm telling you, this software can help you delete any negative item. So I've chose all of my reasons. I click finish. Guess what, guys? It's done. All 3 letters are done. But once you complete your letters, I want you to go back to the dashboard. Once you go back, you can mark the letter as sent when you drop it in the mailbox. But let us tell you more, Gloria. Let's tell them more about the software.
Okay, now that Marvin have completed all 3 bureaus, you have to go to your email, print and mail the letters.
Yes.
That's very, very important. And then you come back to the software and then you click that, hey, I mailed my letters. Because what happens is the software keeps up with what day you actually mailed your letters.
Right.
And it'll tell you when it's time to re-up and send more letters and look at that credit report again.
And if you guys have any questions, you can go to the tutorial section. If you get lost during the process, the kids bother you, or you're cooking and you forget about it, guess what? You can go back through these quick start videos and find where you left off.
One of the most important questions is, do you have 10 to 15 minutes to work on your personal credit every single month? Like Marvin said, it's about being consistent and persistent, because if you do these steps, you will most definitely see a change.
Exactly. And also it has a coaching section, which I really like. So if you got questions about the rules, the strategies, it tells you about your credit report, the formula to creating great credit. I mean, these are some awesome videos that when you have time, they're very short. Most of them are less than 2 or 3 minutes. Watch these videos to educate yourself on the credit repair game so that you can beat the game. You can have, it's no reason in 2024 that anybody should have bad credit.
That is so true, Marvin. And we didn't learn credit in school, and sometimes, for some people, their parents didn't teach them credit because they didn't understand it themselves. So this is a good opportunity for you to educate yourself and let your credit work for you.
Exactly. And lastly, you have another section where you can actually look through, if you want, in the resource section, you can look at letter templates. It has validation letters. I mean, it's got a whole
goodwill letters.
Yeah, it's a whole wealth of information. I mean, I remember a day we could charge somebody $10,000 for this type of information. You have it all at your fingertips. And guess what? It's only $1.33 a day. It's $39.95 a month, guys. And look at all the resources and all the information that you get with this software.
Are you ready to take your power back? Because I'm ready for you to take your power back. Okay, Marvin, so let's do a quick recap about this amazing AI tool that's available for our money magnets. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, it imports your credit report in a matter of seconds.
Exactly.
It writes a unique letter for every negative item that you have. So this tool can handle collections, late payments, student loans, charge-off accounts, public records. This AI is smart enough to say, hey, I'm going to know what the laws are, and we're going to write you a unique letter to help you with that.
And remember, guys, build credit as you're doing this process. Like, go get a secured loan, go to Navy Federal and get one of those secured loans to help you build credit. Because what can happen, you can delete all the negative items, and guess what? You may not have a score at all, or your score could still be low. If you build credit, that's what actually gives you the points to actually raise your credit score. Also, remember, if you have a relative or a spouse that can add you to their credit card that they've never been late on and they have a low balance, it's called an authorized user. That can really help you raise your credit score.
And Marvin, let me tell this little story.
Okay.
So you need to understand credit. That's why that tutorial section is very, very important.
Exactly.
It's very educational. We had a client that was in our mentorship. He didn't have any negative items on his credit, but he couldn't figure out why his credit score was still low.
Oh, yeah.
He had a $500 Capital One credit card, and it was just about the way that he was paying his bill.
Correct.
So understand what your due date is versus what the close date is. The close date is the date that the billing cycle ends and they load it up to the credit bureaus, because that can make a big difference in your credit score. He paid his bill off every single month on the due date, but 2 days later, guess what? He was swiping, and you guys know I like to swipe. So he was swiping, and he didn't realize that he was swiping before the close date.
Right.
So by the time they uploaded this up to the credit bureaus, he was already
maxed
out again.
Yep. And guys, I want you to make sure you like and share this video, because you can help so many people out where they can actually take their power back and do their credit repair themselves. No longer do you have to pay $100, $200 a month for credit repair. You can actually do it yourself for like $39.95, guys. It's a no-brainer.
No brainer. So in 2024, there's no bad credit, but Gloria has a gem for you guys. Okay, so for Gloria's gems, for you business owners that have like a couple of those nagging items that you just can't get removed, check us out for a free consultation. We'll love to take a look and help you with that.
Look, and if you guys want to raise more money for your business, check out this next video. I'm Mr. Smith.
And I'm Mrs. Smith.
And we're here to help empower your finances.